98.7 WFGR. You make my dreams come true. Well, I don't know what's going on. It's 6:59. Andy O and Dave Cagalay.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. It feels like a Friday. Boy,
Why? Wait, why would you say that?
I don't know, because it just feel worn out. Last night, it was like 7:30. We were both snoring on the couch. You know, it's like
Oh, man.
And then
dude.
Cindy's like, we should go to bed. I'm like, no, wait till 8 because we'll both be up at 2.
You can't. You have to you take a nap from 7:30 to 8, and then you go in and nice. Wow.
Oh, man. It just feels late. I don't mind it. I mean, I like it when it gets dark early. I really do because, you know,
because it's easier to sleep.
Yeah, it is. You get up at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
You know what I used to do when I was a kid?
What?
This has been a problem for me my whole life. I've always not liked it when it was light out. My dad had some blankets left over from the Navy that were always kept in a box downstairs and whatever. They're big old green wool blankets. I used to nail them to the woodwork around my window.
So you kept it dark in your room?
Dude, I would literally get a hammer and a couple of nails.
Oh, my God.
Pound them right into the...
What? Were you a vampire as a child?
No, but I just liked it dark, you know? And I mean, especially when you start working the third shift and you start doing all that. Yeah, you know. I'm not going to hang them.
I was going to say, how young were you when you started doing this, though?
Well, let's see. I'll go through my sleeping phases. For a while there, I had a tent built over the fan with my bedspread.
Okay.
And I just used thumbtacks for that.
And how old were you?
12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had my little tent area.
Okay. Your early teen years is when this started.
Yeah, that was the tenting years.
That was when your tenting years.
Those are my
the dark ages of Andy's.
And then as I got
youth.
older and I started working third shift on the radio and all that kind of stuff, it's like, man, it's never dark enough in here to go to sleep. And my mom's like, well, let me go out and get you some blinds. I'm like, yeah, okay. So she went out to get her blinds. I nailed wool blankets to the wall.
God.
Hey, it worked.
Oh, well, good for you.
That's right.
All right.
What do you got going on news here?
Well, the voters have spoken, but the courts will now have their say in the decriminalization of marijuana in Grand Rapids. Kent County Prosecutor William Forsythe has sued the city, and Circuit Court Judge Paul Sullivan has granted a temporary restraining order banning the ordinance from taking effect. A hearing on the restraining order has been set for January 9th. Forsythe says in his lawsuit that preventing police from reporting marijuana cases to his office opens them up to criminal liability and interferes with the operations of the prosecutor's office. Now, I do get his point to an extent because, I mean, the law in Grand Rapids would be less severe than it is in the rest of the state.
Right.
But, I mean,
it's not the rest of the state, okay, because Ann Arbor's got the same kind of law.
Most of the rest of the state.
Okay, but here's the thing. This is just defiance of voters.
Oh, no question. You're absolutely right.
I know the people. I know the government by the people, of the people, and for the people has said they don't really give a rat's ass about marijuana anymore. However... I know better, and I am going to take... Oh,
yeah,
what an absolute... And you know what? Joke. It's a joke. It's a slap in the face to voters who really told the whole criminal justice system,
we don't care.
Get off your ass and go worry about criminals, not people smoking pot.
Yeah.
Please. I'm sorry.
Go after those jaywalkers.
Yeah. What? And it's insanity.
Yeah.
You know, insanity is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. They tell him the voters said, "Look, stop worrying about this.
We don't
it's not a big
about
deal."
The hacky sack contingent. Okay, yeah.
Here he is beating a dead horse.
They're
again.
annoying and they smell bad, but you don't need to arrest them.
I just don't get it.
You know,
I just
they lend atmosphere to the community.
Right.
Oh,
who else is going to keep the disc golf courses in business?
They hang out at the art school on the corner of Division and Fountain Street.
I just don't
smelling
understand.
of patchouli oil and failure.
What kind of politician does that?
It's just dumb. It makes no sense, but what do you expect? Clerk in a Battle Creek convenience store wasn't about to be robbed. The man running the register at Liberty Mart convenience store shot the attempted thief in the head when the suspect pulled a knife and demanded money. The suspect was rushed to Bronson Hospital in Kalamazoo, where he underwent surgery last night. Store owners say they've never had an attempted robbery in the 14 years they've had the store. It's wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
And you know what? In all honesty, I'm all for it. I think every convenience store ought to have a gun behind the till.
No question.
And the guy comes in and says, "Give me all your money." Just shoot him right through. Shoot him right through the counter.
What are you robbing people with a knife for? Good God! At least pretend like you have a gun. What are you? What are you going to do, whittle something? The White House is rejecting a House Republicans' proposal to avert the year-end fiscal cliff of automatic tax hikes and deep spending cuts. In a statement, I know I said heights, I meant hikes. Okay. In a statement, White House Communications Chief Dan Pfeiffer said the GOP plan is nothing new and does not offer a balanced solution. President Obama will discuss his plans for avoiding the fiscal cliff today when he hosts many of the nation's governors at the White House.
You mean Dan Pfeiffer's not selling Lincoln Mercuries anymore?
I was going to say, what the hell?
Good for you, Dan.
He's got a car sales. That's quite a promotion.
He's got a good business going out there. He must be doing something right if he's working for the president.
Doesn't have to discuss mud flaps anymore. Way to go. Iran is saying today that it has captured a U.S. drone. The U.S. military, however, says that's not the case. Iranian state media reports the drone was flying in Iranian airspace when it was captured by a Revolutionary Guards naval unit. Last month, Iranian fighter jets opened fire on a surveillance drone in what the U.S. says was international airspace.
And we all know what the
Revolutionary... lied about capturing a...
We all know what the Revolutionary Guard's capable of.
Yes.
I'm serious. Yes, we found a radio-controlled airplane.
Oh, God. Well, Vienna...
That's the kind of technology you can only find in the hobby store.
Vienna, Austria offers the best quality of life of any city in the world. This according to the latest survey from the consultant group Mercer. It's the fourth straight year that the Austrian capital has taken the top spot. Honolulu, Hawaii was the highest-ranked U.S. city, coming in at number 28. Wow. I don't.
You get the feeling in Austria that people are just tall and blonde and perfect, and nobody's fat.
Yeah. I was like, where the hell's Kentwood on that list?
They all eat Wiener Schnitzel and blow big horns up in the Alps. That's just wonderful. Who wouldn't want to live there?
Of course. News is brought to you by Garmin.
Oh.
Drive with good cheer. Newbie is here this holiday gift-giving season. Give it, Garmin.
Garmin. Yeah.
That's the news on 98.7 WFGR.
This is Dan.